welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a quick look back at what we have done this semester and kind of give you an idea of how we've liked certain curriculums or may not have liked things, what it is we're continuing on with, all of that. Now I will have some videos coming up of our new curriculum that we will be starting for the 2020-2021 school year, but like I said, I'll do that in some separate videos. I do have flip throughs of all of these things, so I will not be doing a flip through today of any of this curriculum, but if you do want to see a flip through of any of it, go ahead and go to my channel and scroll back through my videos and you will see flip throughs of all of this. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now with my homeschool, we have group subjects and we have individual subjects. Our group subjects include history, science, social studies, geography, Bible, those type things. And then their math, handwriting, language arts, reading, that's all done individually. So I'm going to start with the group subjects. Let me move some of this out of the way. Okay, so the first thing we do each day is we do our Bible. So we start with our devotional, and the devotional that we are using is the Indescribable 100 Devotions About God and Science, and we really, really love this devotional. It's super cute, super colorful, and we just love how it connects science with God. So many times you see things where God has to be separate from science, and we know that that's not true. And so I really like that this focuses everything back on God and how science proves that there's a creator. And this is such a wonderful book. And once we get through this, we will probably do it again some other time. I will tell you that some of this curriculum we haven't finished because we do year-round homeschool. And so in the fall, we were finishing up a lot of curriculum and starting new curriculum later, like in late November, early December. And so we're still working on some of it, and we will continue through the summer. So this was our devotional, and then our Bible study itself was the Grapevine Studies, Old Testament Part 1 Creation to Jacob study. And we have completed this. We moved on to Part 2. We really, really love this curriculum. My kids absolutely love getting to do this. It's very simple, very easy. There is nothing as the teacher that you have to prep. You just need a dry erase board or even a paper and some colored pencils or Expo markers. Super easy. They have all different types of studies available. So you can do overviews like New Testament and Old Testament overview, or there's also topical studies like Moses and the Exodus, Ruth, Joseph, Esther. They also have scripture writing curriculum. It's a really fun, pretty easy program. And I just ordered the PDF versions and printed everything out and then just had it bound at Office Max, I believe. But we really like this. This is one we will continue with. The next thing is our history, and so we have been doing the Good and the Beautiful's History Year 1. We absolutely love this. It is another program where there's very little teacher prep. I do look over the lesson before we do it because sometimes you may need to there might be a few materials you need, or sometimes there is an audio excerpt to listen to, those things, just so that I know to prepare. But we like this because it's just a couple days a week that we do it, and it's very on my kids' level. And I like how if you have older kids, they have stuff in the course to kind of supplement for the older students. But this is something that we have really enjoyed. The kids understand it. They're asking questions. They're answering questions. It's fun for me too. And so we really, really like this, and we're about halfway through year 1. For geography and social studies, we are using Master Books My Story and the World Around Me 1. We're not technically using this the way the schedule is set up in the book. We're kind of bouncing around depending on what area of the world we want to study. For instance, next week we're going to be studying Mexico, and then we may bounce around somewhere. Like they've got studies on India in here, Russia. So it just kind of depends on where we're going in this curriculum. Let me. Ooh. We have also paired this curriculum with master books, elementary geography and cultures. And so wherever we are in the My Story book, we hit in this curriculum. So for instance, next week we'll be picking the stuff out of here, which is in Passport to the World and the Children's Atlas of God's World. And there's some activities in here, but we'll pick out the Mexico parts and focus on those. And then same with, the next country. If it's India, then we'll pick out the stuff that focuses on India in this curriculum and kind of do that same thing. So we really like this, and we will continue using this. And then, let's see, for science, we are using master books, God's Design Life for Beginners. Now, they do have a God's Design Life for, I think it's just God's Design Life. It might be like older elementary, I believe. But because I have a younger one who's about kindergarten level, I wanted to get one that they could all participate in. And we've really enjoyed this. We're a little over halfway through. We finished up plants. We're on the body now. We like this because it's another one of those where there's very little prep. I can just open and go. And I love that this lends so well to supplementing with different things. I'll show you some of the supplements right now. We're using Usborne First Encyclopedia of the Human Body, Usborne the Complete Book of the Human Body, Usborne the Big Book of the Body. Yes, we love Usborne. And then the Dover Coloring Book, My First Human Body Book. And, one more. The DK Superhuman Encyclopedia. So I like that you can use so many supplements in this. It's a very kind of basic curriculum, but there's so much you can do, and there are hands-on activities and experiments. And then also just today we talked about the different types of cells in the human body, and we watched some YouTube videos on it. So there's a lot that you can do. We really enjoy this, and actually today I was looking at Masterbook's website at their other science curriculums, and I'm really excited because they have some new ones out, and I love what they've got going on for science. And it's taken me a while to really find a science subject that I like, one that incorporates colorful images and everything I want my children to learn, but also is hands-on and fun and engaging. I want them to enjoy learning. So that's something that this is a program that we've really, really enjoyed. So that's all of our group subjects. What I'm going to get into next is our individual subjects. So this year, all of my kids did Abeka Math. We love Abeka Math. It's been great for us. My kids have not had any issues. Most of the time when it's time to do their individual subjects, they ask to do math first. It's a great program. Because they've been at the younger stages, I haven't needed a lot of the teacher materials. I know as they get older, if we stick with the Becca, I definitely will. But as of right now, we've just had the student work texts. And my daughter's finished with this, and she'll be moving on to arithmetic 2. But it's been great. It's another one that's open and go. And it's nice because it starts out kind of slow, but if you know Abeka, it's definitely progresses pretty quickly and can be a little more challenging. It's usually set about a grade above what it would be. So, grade 1, by the time they finish grade 1 here, we're getting close to multiplication, which they are doing multiplication. And whereas in some curriculum, you're not at that point yet. So we will be continuing on with Abeka. For handwriting, we are doing Handwriting Without Tears, and this is a subject that a curriculum we've come back to a couple times. I've tried other handwriting curriculums, and this one just seems to work out a lot better for us. And so it's very basic. It's not overwhelming. There's not a lot of tracing or repetitive writing where it's just pages and pages of them writing the same letters over and over. That just drives them nuts, and then they get mad and I get mad. And so we really like that. It's very, it's very minimal, but I can see the progress, so I know it's working. So we will continue with Handwriting Without Tears. And then for my older two kids, we have been doing CLE for reading and language arts. Now, my oldest this year, if he was in public school, would have been in grade 4. But we started him at the end of grade 3 with grade 2. Because a lot of the curriculum that he was using, I felt had jumped over or skipped over some concepts. I felt like he had some holes in his curriculum, and I wanted to make sure, especially when it comes to reading and language arts, you want to make sure that they've got a solid foundation for future years, future school, and all of that. So we went ahead and went back to 2. A lot of it in the beginning was very easy for him, and then we hit points where, I don't know this, or I didn't learn this. And so I'm glad we did go back to year 2, because I feel like he picked up a lot that he missed, and we've completed this, and it's such a great program. It's easy as a homeschool parent. A lot of it he could do on his own. He just grabbed his workbook and go. And then when it was, if I went through it and graded it and found stuff that he might have missed, we just went back over it and talked about it, and he corrected it, and we moved on. And it's very basic. It's not anything flashy or frilly, but it's a very good, very solid program. I really love it. I cannot say enough good things about CLE. We've not used any of their other programs, just the language arts and the reading, but we highly recommend this, especially if you have a struggling reader. This is a really good one to use. And my daughter is doing the same thing, and so she would have been, 2nd grade this year. So she finished up Language Arts 1 and Learning to Read. We kind of did the same thing with her at the end of last year, where we kind of went back a little bit to make sure she didn't miss anything. She's done really well with this. Once again, it's a lot of her doing it on her own, and then me helping her where she needs help. But she's picked up things, she's learned things. She's very good at reading comprehension as is. But I can see that she's learned quite a bit from this curriculum, and so she's enjoyed it, and we have too. So we will definitely be continuing on with language arts. And then my son, who would be 1st grade this year, we started last year with the curriculum CLE, and it was a lot of writing for him, especially for kindergarten, and he just wasn't into it. It was making him angry. He did not like it. It was a struggle for him, and it just frustrated me. And so, I put it away, and I'm like, let's try to find something else. And that's when I kind of stumbled upon Hooked on Phonics. I had seen reviews of it for quite a while. Actually, my sister, when she was like in 2nd grade, she used Hooked on Phonics because she had trouble reading. But I didn't even realize it was still a thing. And so I bought the kindergarten version, and I also have the 1st grade version, and we are almost done with this, and it has blown me away how much he has picked up in how short a time. Last year he was not interested at all in phonics or anything to do with reading, and this year it's clicked, and it's done so well for him. And there are obviously days still that he just doesn't want to do anything, but it's not because he's struggling and can't do it. It's just because he doesn't want to do it. And but I can see where he's writing things on his own. He's making words out of letter tiles on his own and bringing them to show me. And so I can tell that he's where he needs to be, and it's working really well. And so we are very much enjoying Hooked on Phonics. So that is all the curriculum we've used. Everything has gone really well. I want to say this year has been the best year for us for homeschool. Everything has just worked out well. That's not to say there haven't been hard days. There have. But the curriculum has just been great this year, and so I'm really glad with what we have. If you have any comments, you can post them in the comments box below. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I do have more videos coming up, especially about our new curriculum. But I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and I will see you all again next time. Bye.